Rannva and
Hey,
Maria. How are we doing?
good. How are you? Nice to see you, Joe.
Yeah, so this is extra special to have Rannva and Maria here because they were both scientists on board the Oosterschelde from the Explorers Club. They did coral transects for us in very different parts of the world. One in Fernando de Noronha, a little island off Brazil. And then we had you joining us, Mangareva, and parts of Tahiti, Maria. It is
Yeah.
so good to see the two of you.
Likewise, good to see you again, Joe. And what an amazing opportunity to be able to stand here in Indonesia, live streaming through Diving 200. Thank you so much. It's so exciting. It's so hot here.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. So, so just a quick introduction of who we are as well. Like you said, we've both been on Darwin 200 ourselves. I actually managed to cross the Atlantic on the Oosterschelde, and I got to sail past the equator and got baptized by King Neptune as well. But beyond that, I am, as you said, a member of the Explorers Club, and Maria and I are the founders and project managers of Nixie Expeditions. And this is a project that we spent about 2.5 years setting up.
Yeah. So my name is Maria, and I was so fortunate to be on Lake 18, where we were diving. Oh, diving! I was diving in French Polynesia from the Oosterschelde in underneath pearl farms, collecting data on the coral reefs out there. It's absolutely incredible. And as a professional diver, I'm standing here as part of the scientific dive team. Rannva and I are collecting data in the cave. And we will be spending the next couple of Diving 200 live streams telling you about this project and showing the details of it. But we have some team members here who's going to take over from us, explaining more in details what we're doing out here, because we're going to go diving inside the cave now.
So here.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? My name is Christine. I am what's called a science coordinator of Expedition Buteng.
Yep. And
And
also I'm Ida. I'm from Indonesia. I'm the scientist here to do some study for the extraordinary cave.
So we're really excited to be here because not only is this an expedition with divers exploring some of the unexplored parts of Earth,
Yep.
but we are coupling science with it,
Yep.
so it can go out to the community, and hopefully we learn something about like evolution history, species diversity, all that kind of cool stuff that nobody knows so far. So we're really excited.
Yep.
But what you see here behind us is the entrance to the cave. So in a few minutes, Rannva and Maria are gonna go down there, and they're gonna take about 180 steps down. There's a little staircase, and then they're going to dive into the water, and it's like almost 4 kilometers in, so it's really exciting. Yes, but we can show a video of Rannva preparing for how to prepare for a dive.
All right, excellent. Give me 1 second here to load up the video, and then we'll see how she's preparing right now.
Okay. Buddy, can you give me a quick brief on what we're doing now on this dive?
So this is dive number 3 in Laulawi. So we're going back to each of the research stations or sampling stations, and this time we're going to be sampling fossils. So ideally a piece of coral and a piece of shell into our falcon tubes, and then we need to go back to station 4, which is the 4 stations we've installed so far, and then Robin is going to take us to a proper saltwater passage. We haven't found one yet, but he knows where there is one. Station 4 is brackish, and when we get to station 5 in the proper saltwater passage, that's where we're going to do 4 water samples, 3 for eDNA and 1 for biology. And then we are, no, for VIRA, right, metagenomics. And then we're doing a sediment sample, and we're doing fossils as well on station 5.
Yeah, so that was it's actually quite a bit that we are collecting, that we're sampling there. So but just to show you also how the divers look when they need to go underwater. They are quite equipped with all kinds of stuff. We can show you a video of Natalie on the way to the cave. Yes. So Natalie is one of the divers that are going deep inside the cave. And you can see she's not a very tall person, but she's just heavily loaded with
You have
all
literally
kinds of
no
bags.
legs under that.
I know. You should see me in background at double. That's hysterical.
Oh, bless. Okay. Hello, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And I can just turn around and then you can see everyone here. There you go. So we have divers preparing. We have a lot of people helping us as well. Getting the tanks ready, getting the tanks down. When you're diving, you're not supposed to do hard work because then you are exposing yourself to decompression sicknesses. So we also have a picture of how it looks when they're in the water down at the cave, and it's pretty cool. So you see, it's completely darkness down there. It's totally dark. Yeah, and the only light is the light that they that they bring themselves. Yep. But it lights up the water like a little swimming pool. Yeah, like a swimming pool. Yeah. I think we also have a video of when they're diving. Yep, inside. They're diving inside the cave. And maybe we can see the video. There you go. Yep. The cave is totally submerged with the water and it's totally dark. They need lights to help them to see what inside the cave. And you can see the ornament inside the cave. It's so different with the outside. And the water is sometimes clear, but it's mostly clear water inside. Then they're lighting up. So the cave is like covered in stalagmites and it's covered in ancient fossilized corals. And they get to these different sections. So at one point they have to like squeeze in through a narrow hole, and the next point they have like this giant opening covered in the stalagmites and stalactites, and it's really amazing, and it's really worth conservation efforts. And yes, beside diving in the cave, we also study the cave. We study about the we study about the biology of the cave, also the geography, geology, also the hydrology. But before, maybe we see the okay, and then we can see the picture of me doing like some science project inside the cave. Yep. What I'm doing in the picture is I'm filtering the water because I want to know about the organism and animals that live inside the cave, since we so hard to know by the by our eyes. But only with the sample of the water, I will get the information of animals that live in the cave. That's so interesting, and so it's like a magical thing that I do, but it's like so interesting to study. Yes. Yes. And we also have more team members on the science team. I think we have a video of your colleague. Yep. From University of Gajah Mada. Yes. Abdul. Yes. And we can see the video. Yes. When we are doing our filtering, a bit dark, but still we can see like we are doing since we have to collect the DNA, so we need to very sterile, but that's okay in this field. That's okay. It's not too sterile. And then Christine helped me to prepare the equipment. Yes. Yes. We collect the water from the diver, and then the water. Then I will filter, and then
we get the information.
Exactly. And as you
Exactly.
can see in the video, it's getting dark. It's because we have some really long days. So all the preparation takes time and the dives takes time. They're really challenging to go inside the earth
Yes.
to do this. So, and obviously the science also takes time.
Yes.
But it's so funny when you are inside the cave, it's dark. Then when you come up, so you lose the sense of time actually when you're down there. And then when you come up, it's it's also dark. So
Yes.
yeah,
We don't know time.
great.
Time goes by. It's just in the cave.
Time goes by.
Yeah, and I guess when you're underwater in a cave, it doesn't matter if it's light outside. It's always going to be dark in the cave. So whether it's day or night, it doesn't matter if those days go long. But I imagine that the divers, the science team really enjoy their rest too in between the dives.
They do.
Yes, it's also a good teamwork between the divers, also the scientists, also the people here. We have a good teamwork.
Yes, yes, we do. So that's awesome. I think actually our divers are ready. Our science divers are ready to go.
Yeah.
So here you
said
have.
something very important. Hello.
Hello.
You said something very important about the cooperation between us. I mean, we need each other out here. So our task is to dive in and collect stuff from the cave that the scientists are not able to go and get because it's a long journey under the ground, and we are specialized using this equipment to do so.
Today is a short dive, so we're gonna do about 2 hours today, I think. But with these rebreathers, as you can see, these are scrubbers here. We can do a little bit more of an equipment check or a run through next time we're filming if you find that interesting. But with rebreathers, we can be underwater a really, really long time because rebreathers recirculate the air. So they're very, very efficient in how you use gas.
Yeah.
So they can bring us safely a long way into the cave and back again.
So we're like little ninjas underwater because we have no bubbles. We just glide through the water, and it's super quiet down there. So we're gonna have about 2 hours today to look around.
And we're bringing a very special flag with us as well, which is the Exploring by the Seas of Your Pants
Awesome.
flag. And that is coming diving with us today, and we'll have some pictures with it underground in the cave of Laulaui on Muna Island.